guys, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Amy. I am a witch, a spiritual guide, and an energy healer. If you're not new here, welcome back. It is the summer solstice right now. Today, it's happening, June 21st. And I know that it's getting close to midnight, but I just really wanted to put this video out for you guys tonight. So maybe you get it before midnight, maybe you don't. I felt like it was important. So what I want to talk about tonight is cleansing your house. Not cleaning your house, cleansing your house. Cleansing your house is a super crucial thing to do. Even if you move into an apartment or a house or something and you're like, this is the best space ever. It's perfect for me. I love it in every single way. The energy is nice and this is where I'm meant to be. It can always be better. It can always be cleaner, safer, and it can always be more you. It can be more attuned to your energy, and it can also be safer for future reference as well. So for me, cleansing a house is an absolute must. If you don't live alone and all you have is a bedroom, you can make a perimeter and cleanse your bedroom. And actually, it's kind of a fun experiment because you get to experience the difference of what your bedroom feels like versus what the rest of the house feels like. Because even if you're in somebody else's house and they cleanse their house, it's still going to be in tune to them. It's going to belong to them. It's going to be their own space. If you cleanse your own space, it will feel different. So this is really simple. The only thing that you really need to cleanse your house is sage. Or you can use incense if you like. Sage has natural cleansing properties. And I cannot tell you what they all are, but it's amazing. Look it up if you're curious. But white sage is particularly good for cleansing a space. It helps clear negative energy and create a neutral, null area. I also use this to cleanse my space when I'm doing a working. Every time I close a circle, I put sage inside. It's just a nice way, once something is closed off, to make it clean and nice and good for working. I usually cleanse my house in 2 stages. I might do 2 actual steps, or I might do it all in one pass. Kind of depends on my mood. But basically what you want to do is you want to get rid of anything that is taken up, like set up shop in your home that shouldn't be there. And then you want to seal your house so that nothing else can come in and set up shop that you don't want there. Use sage, burn sage. What you want to do, and also, if you have any potent oils that you would like to use, or if you make your own oil blends, or if you want to like use holy water or Florida water or anything else that is like blessed and purposed in like a liquid form, you could also utilize sigils. You can make a clear liquid solution and draw sigils on your walls and things, and that's extremely effective because they don't come off. I mean, unless you wash them off, right? So they're just there. Okay, so the first thing is getting rid of anything that's unwanted. I usually utilize a short incantation for this. I will, in so many words, essentially light my sage, and then I'll walk around my apartment. And I'll start usually at the front door, and I will smudge around my apartment in a clockwise. Well, clockwise is protection, counterclockwise is banishment. So you go whichever direction feels right to you. I usually go clockwise in my own home. And I just smudge. To smudge is to wave the sage stick around. Smudging is basically another word for cleansing. If I got that wrong, tell me in the comments. I would like to know. I'm here to learn too. So smudge your apartment as you walk around the perimeter. You want to kind of get the walls and the corners. You want to kind of like let it drift up around the ceiling. You want to kind of make sure you get any mirrors, doors, windows, things like that. Things that are entrances and exits usually. I also smudge my closets because I'm weird and I'm also a witch. So like all those stories about kids having things in their closet, and then also the fact that I know that those things exist, kind of combines to me not trusting closets so much. So I always smudge my closets. So I usually start with something really simple, like I'll just say any malicious energy or anything uninvited must leave. Nothing malicious or uninvited may return or may enter. Obviously, you can polish that up a little if you want. Doing this on the fly, you guys. Usually I try to make it like flow a little better off of my tongue, but the same concept always remains. Leave if you're not wanted here. Don't come in ever. You're not allowed to come in if you're not wanted here. So the idea is that you want to set up a spiritual barrier so that nothing that wishes you harm or could possibly harm you or is here uninvited can stay, and then nothing like that can ever enter. A pretty dangerous thing can happen if you cleanse your house and don't seal it, where entities with malintent can decide that they want their spot back, and that also they want revenge, and they will come back full force, but stronger and with more of them. There's actually a concept, there's a Christian concept of this, where like basically you don't kick out a devil lest like 7 return in its place. And the idea with that is that you can't just kick something out and say, well, my job is done, and you don't have to do anything else. You also have to take action to make sure that whatever it was that was inviting it before does not continue to do that. And then also the door is not open for them to just walk right back in. So I walk around my apartment and I repeat this after myself, smudging. And I say, leave if you're not welcome here. You can't come in if you're not welcome here. And I just keep doing this around my apartment. The second step for me is essentially anointing. My mother, who is still a Christian, calls it anointing. I call it power. I don't know what I call it, but I have dragon's blood and hemlock in these vials. And I used to actually have another blend that I used instead that was called Leave Me Alone. And it was a combination that a witch had created and was selling in her shop. And I used to put that in my house. I used to also wear it because I spent a lot of time around energy vampires when I was younger. And I needed the extra help. So what I will do is I will actually smudge, and then on every door, over every door frame, as well as on every window or over every window frame, I'll take my oils on my fingers and I'll draw a sigil or a symbol of power or something, so that as I'm cleaning, I'm also putting up the barrier, and I do it as I go. So I smudge and I clean, I put up a symbol, I lock that section. I smudge and I clean, I put up a symbol and I lock that section. So it's almost like I'm putting up a super powerful circle inside my walls. And I keep going until I come back to the front door, work my way all around the entire apartment. And then at the very end, I might repeat my incantation, or I might just simply finish it off and say, it is done, so let it be, never return. And then I will again anoint my door, and then it's done. And it's actually pretty amazing how different it feels in here after I'm done doing it. Yeah, I did it right after I moved in here, but I also did it the other day because Lilith was barking at something that I couldn't see. And I don't know if it was an entity or not, but I was like, you know what? I don't need to second guess that shit. So I did it again. She followed me around and like we smudged my apartment, and she felt a little better after that. I think she might have seen a bug or something she couldn't get to, but she did seem to calm down a little bit after we smudged. So maybe not. I don't know. Maybe something crawled in. Maybe I let something in. Don't know. It's gone now. So if you guys try this, or if you have a different method, I definitely want to hear about it. Please tell me about it in the comments down below. I want to have open discussions. Also, if you enjoyed this video or you think somebody else will enjoy this video, please like and share it, because that's how I know that you love me. I am driven by physical acts of love. Push the button. Again, if you're new here, feel free to subscribe. It's fun. We do this almost every day, but not. I make videos when I feel like it, guys. Hit that little bell icon so you don't miss, because sometimes they're every day and sometimes they're not, and you might not know that I uploaded something unless you hit the bell icon. If you want to see more regular content from me, typey, righty, and also picture snappy, check out my Instagram. I have a lot of fun on Instagram, and you see more of Lilith there, and she's a cute dog. She just is. Also, if you want to see more content like this and help support me creating my book and things like that, head on over to Patreon, check that out. Members at the first tier will receive a free oracle or tarot reading from me. Ooh, fun. You'll also get to have input on future videos and a video shout out. And you'll also get to join the online spiritual community that we are building together. So if you want to be a part of the inner circle, head on over to Patreon. The links for all these things are in the description box, as well as somewhere on the screen. Again, thank you so much for hanging out, you guys. I love you so much. Have a beautiful solstice.